Yeah. So the soldiers came onto the roof of your house here.
From the roof of his Janine apartment, Mohammed Abu al-Hajja shows me where Israeli troops fought a 3-hour battle with Palestinian gunmen just a few feet away.
So the whole house here was surrounded by Israeli troops.
It was Thursday last week. The raid killed 10 people, 7 of them Palestinian gunmen. One of the deadliest such West Bank operations in years. Mohammed thought he and his family might die too because Israeli troops took over his apartment to fight the gunmen. He shows where he says 2 soldiers shot from his window.
And you can see all the bullet holes along the wall there.
Have spent bullet casings, he says, testimony to the ferocity of the firefight. He says the soldiers tied his hands behind his back, ordered him and his wife to get on the floor, cover their 2 daughters' ears.
This is one of the bullets that came into your room right here.
The gunman began firing back at the Israeli soldiers, hitting the wall and the door, while he, his wife, and his 2-year-old and 1-year-old daughters lay terrified on the floor. He thinks at least 1 soldier was hit.
So they cut this out here? Yes. Here. And there they're looking right over the house. This is the house, the target.
In his bedroom, he shows where he says the soldiers cut the bars off his window.
And they fired the rocket from here, and that's the blast back here.
The whole place shook, he says. There were 3 rockets. It was so loud, we were terrified.
The Israeli military say it was an urgent mission, that when they arrived here, their troops came under heavy fire, that they returned fire. They say the suspects barricaded themselves in the house here, so they fired a shoulder-launched anti-tank missile at them.
The buildings, so damaged, local officials had it bulldozed. Using apartments like Mohammed's to give covering fire is standard operating procedure, an Israeli military spokesman told CNN, so that the action can be more precise. UN officials say the incident breaches international law. In the ground floor apartment beneath Mohammed's, Ziad says he saw the firefight, saw an Israeli soldier hide behind his car, shoot one of the gunmen. This is the worst I've seen it, much worse than the 2002 raids, he says. There are lots more gunmen on the streets now. It's a younger generation. They were born into it. Upstairs, Mohammed is close to tears when I ask him how safe he feels. We're not safe for a moment after what happened, he says. If they had killed me, no one would hold them accountable. You have to be very cautious. Despite the battle scars, it might look as if some kind of normality is returning. But in people's hearts here, there is fear. The worst is yet to come.